Wow, guys. Got to be 110 in this barn right now. And I got 2 fans running on me right now. Yeah, I thought I'd get out here and knock out a little work. I'm feeling good. You know, and I remember what Eastwood told me. He said, every man must know his limitations. So I do. I just know my limitations, guys. Yeah, so here I am. And I was watching the news. I couldn't stand it anymore. I had Newsmax. If you guys want to see a good channel, plug in Newsmax. OAN or Newsmax. Yeah, you can get the True Skinny over there. All them other guys, man, what a flippin' joke that is. Yeah, watching that, I'm watching Joe. He's just blowing money like a drunken sailor. And I said, man, Steve-O, you got to get out in the barn, boy, and start breaking down some pallets so you can pay for the high taxes that are coming your way. Yeah, and they're coming, guys. They are coming. So that's what I do. You know, I've got to pick up the slack for the slackers. All right. Because that's the way I roll. And so I was working with a bunch of beekeepers back in, I don't know, it was about 80, I think it was, right around 80. And we hit this yard. There was 2 teams, my team and the other team. And the mission was get the bees off. Well, that was easy. I had a forklift at the time on 4-way clip pallets. So I offloaded, I don't know, there's probably 150 bees in that one yard. We offloaded that truck. It was on Pepper. I had another yard about 4 miles away. And we had another truck full of 5-frame Nooks ready to rock and roll. They were full of frames, just foundation frames. And so we set the main colonies down. And I said, all right, guys, we're burning daylight. Let's get it. And I said, I need 1 man. And Jim was standing there, and he said, I'm going with Steve. And so I grabbed, and the rest of them, there was 4 on the other team, right? I told Jim, I said, you just keep the boxes lined up. Just set 1 box down by each colony, right? So there's a pallet, drop 4 Nooks down there, 1 by each one. And stay close to my side. Stay close to my side, because when we go in here, I'm robbing out 3 frames out of each one of these existing colonies. And I want to leave the queens on stand. Because I want to make honey here. We're into the pepper game here. But I also want to make a nuke. Got it, he said. I said, all right, guys, you guys ready to go? Rock and roll? Yeah, man, let's get her done. So we went into it. Jim and I went in there. I'm looking for a queen fast. Back in the day, I didn't even have these glasses on, guys. I didn't even have glasses. Old Eagle Eye Steve-O. Yeah, and I could spot them queens fast anyway. And if I did miss a queen, it wasn't that big a yank, because I wasn't going to see these colonies for another month anyway. And I'd have another colony. I'd have another queen at May time, you know, walk away deal. So anyway, we hit the ground running, and it was getting close to sundown. And I'm looking over there, and these boys, this other team over here, this 4-pack over here on the side, Jim and I are about done. And I says, I had all our colonies on the truck ready to transport to the other site. And I said, are you guys ready to go over there? What? No, we're not ready to go. We got 20 more colonies to go through. I said, I had the same amount of colonies with half as many men. So what's the problem over there? They were acting like Sleepy Joe, okay, guys? They were acting like Sleepy Joe. And I said, we're burning daylight, boys. I said, I'm fixing to load up. And the old man over there, he just blew up. He got mad. He got right up in my face. He was ready to stomp my ass. He wasn't, but he came up to about here on me, guys. And he was a little Irish guy. But he was fighting. He was like a little banny rooster. And he was ready to fight. He was ready to fight old Steve-O. He said, we always help you out. I said, yeah, we all help each other. But maybe this game is getting too tough for you. I don't know. I was a little hard on him, guys. I really was. I said, he got all bowed up on me, and then his two sons come around. They were about to bow up on old Steve-O. I said, listen, fellas, I gotta do my work and your work too, okay? So, I'm gonna jump ahead of you guys, and you guys better stay up with me now, because we're gonna finish out your colonies. We're getting this shit on the truck, we're getting out of here, okay? So, they hustled. They hustled, they caught up with old Steve-O. We got the stuff on the truck. But I like to show the old boys up once in a while back in the day. Show them how to, because I came off Michigan Farms, guys. We were up there baling hay and stuff. There's no ton. We were paid, I don't know, back in the day, $1.50 an hour or something to bale hay back in the day. And my little skinny ass back in the day, I think I was $1.45 back in the day when I was throwing them bales. Them bales and I had to work for a farmer, and he'd bale wet hay. I told my dad, I said, man, this guy's baling wet hay, and them bales weigh as much as I do. He said, man, that's a crazy dairy farmer. He says he's going to burn that friggin' dairy barn down. That guy never did, guys. He never burnt that dairy barn down. I said, how's he going to do that down? He says, spontaneous combustion. You can't put that wet hay up in that hole. I said, I don't know, Pops. That's what he's doing, and I'm in there with him. That guy was old too, guys. That guy, you talk about Steve-O old. That guy was probably 86 years old, guy. He was no bigger than a toothpick. And you talk about hustle. You talk about hustle. He ran that dairy farm by himself. And his wife did the cooking. And she was old as he was. And we'd go in for lunch, guys. That woman would put food down like you would not believe. And that old skinny farmer, he'd go, you better eat, son. You better eat. You better eat. Here's, have some pie. He'd shove over after just filling me up with turkey and gravy and stuff, he'd shove over half a friggin' apple pie. And he was packing that stuff away like you wouldn't believe. So some of them old dairy farmers, guys up north, I don't know if they make them like that in every state, but wow, it was incredible. Absolutely incredible. And that guy worked sometimes 10 o'clock at night, get up at 4 in the morning and hit her again, guys, 7 days a week. All right, that's enough storytelling. What am I doing out here, guys? What am I doing? Yeah, reclaiming. Oh yeah, reclaiming. Now when you get your pallet, here's another one. I picked these two up the other day. These are beauties, guys. These are beauties. Look at this material. 3/4 inch thick. Yes, sir. 3/4 inch thick. You talk about, now see an end runner like that, that ain't worth much, okay? That's not worth much. Actually, I could get one piece out right here, even though it's got a little split in it. You can use those. Once you cut your 21 and 5/16, and if you got a big old gapper like that, open it up and squirt some Bondtite 3 in there, and just clamp it up overnight. You got a good piece of wood. There is a lot of timber on this, and I found these at a Pinch a Penny store. Pinch a Penny. Outside they had a bunch of them along the side of the building. So I went out there, went in the store. I said, hey, you got on the west side of this building, you got a whole bunch of pallets over there. He said, make them disappear. I said, yes sir, will do. So I picked through, these two beautiful pallets were there. Look at all this nice lumber I've already got, guys. This isn't hard work. I'm not straining myself any shape or form on this thing because I'm sliding them. I'm not picking them up and throwing them in the truck like a, you know, Mr. Hulk Hogan maybe. No, I'm sliding the stuff around. But look how beautiful this wood. This wood got brand new. So let's recycle, because Joe's spending so much money. We have to recycle because he's going to crash the economy soon, and we're going to have to pick up the slack. All right, the Steve-O plan. Steve-O plan, man. So yeah, but when you're working these pallets down, stand them up like this, where they're horizontal, your top decking. Get you a brass hammer. I've had this thing, guys, probably since the early 70s. Look at this thing. It is just beat to hell and back. But what you do is get a nice big old wide chisel like this, and you stick it in the crack. And you just get a little gap in there, like so. Nothing to it, guys. Nothing to her. Then come in here on the side like this with your saws on. And get that big old wide one. Don't get that skinnier one. Get a wide one, and it's got a fine tooth, see? Fine tooth metal blade. There it is, guys. You know what you call that? Money. You call it money, guys. That's what you call it. Hey, all right, guys. Thanks for stopping in for a quickie today and strolling down memory lane with old Steve-O back in the day. We're going to keep rocking and rolling. We're going to stay by the fan. We're going to be chilling. Yeah, it won't be long, guys. And I don't want to start yanking on them big old pallet, or them big old 2x8 yet. I went down there yesterday, guys. I see the plywood now is $50 a sheet now. That's better, thank you. And the 2x8s now are $13.50 something for a 2x8 by 10 foot. So I can get a pair of those, and I can knock out 12 pallet hives. Yeah, but I don't want to start throwing those around in the truck and doing that yet. I got a couple more weeks here, and I'm doing some real easy light work here, and I know my limitations, so none of you get your panties in a wad, okay? All right, guys, I'll see you on the next one. Be happy, be strong, and get out in the barn and start making some tax money, because they're going through it, guys, like poop through a goose. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.